before I start, look at this cute hair clip. Sorry, I decided to put it in my hair today. I don't put hair clips in my hair often, so that's why I wanted to show you guys. Hi everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you are new, and thank you for clicking on this video and deciding to watch this. My name is Damla, and on this channel I talk about books. Today I want to do like a small book haul because I never thought I'd be one of these people, but I broke my book buying ban. I thought I was better than this, but I'm not. No judgment against people who buy books despite being on the book ban. I'm not really on a ban. I told myself that for every 3 books that I read, I can buy one, and I have read 10 so far. So technically, I would be able to I would buy 3. I bought 4, which isn't too bad. One of them I got secondhand. The other 3 I got at a bookstore. Firstly, let's start with the first book that I got, which I'm really excited about. It's a hardcover of We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal, and it's signed. Look at it. Look at her. It's so pretty. I'm gonna take off the sleeve. I got this one secondhand on Vinted, which is I think like a Depop but for Europe, I guess. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Look how pretty. It's like the arrow, which I think represents Zafira, and then the blades, which I think represent Nasir. I could be wrong, but it looks very pretty either way. I'll put back on the sleeve of the book. So, a funny story about this one. I was scrolling through Vinted, which I occasionally do because a lot of people actually sell like their books on there. So recommendation if you maybe don't want to buy new books. Also just if you want to spend less money, because it can be pretty cheap. Like I've seen some books for like €2. I occasionally scroll there just to see if there's any books that I'm interested in. I don't buy much, but I usually will just like save them for later. And I saw We Hunt the Flame, and it was a signed hardcover for €24, which for me is a steal. So that's the first book I got. Then in one store I got 3 more books. I bought these 3 beauties. Oh my god. Okay, so I got, firstly, the sticker is still on it, All My Rage by Sabaa Tahir. It was for like the bookstore sold it for €5, and I immediately like not ran, but I speed walked to that book. I was like, oh my god. I've been wanting to read All My Rage for a while, just because I have heard like good things about it, and I actually have a friend who is like very much recommending this book. I actually told her when I got this, like, hey, I bought All My Rage. So just this like quick little what the book is about. I'm just going to read what's on the back of the book. Misbah is a dreamer and storyteller, newly married to Tufik in an arranged match. After their young life is shaken by tragedy, they come to the US and open the Clouds Rest Inn motel, hoping for a new start. Salahuddin and Noor are more than best friends, they are family. Growing up as outcasts in the small desert town of Juniper, California, they understand each other in the way no one else does. Until the fight, which destroys their bond with the swift fury of a star exploding. Now Sal scrambles to run the family motel as his mother Misbah's health fails, and his father loses himself to alcoholism. Noor, meanwhile, walks a harrowing tightrope. Harrowing, did I say that right? Working at her wrathful uncle's liquor store while hiding the fact that she's applying to college so she can escape him and Juniper forever. When Sal's attempts to save the motel spiral out of control, he and Noor must ask themselves what friendship is worth and what it takes to defeat the monsters in their pasts and the ones in their midst. I am very interested to read this one. I have been wanting to get into Sabaa Tahir's books. I think she has written fantasy before as well, so I might get into her fantasy books too, because I like fantasy a lot. But yeah, this book specifically also interested me. Then we have Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This is like, sounds like such a cute book. Also, like, before I start, can we talk about how pretty this cover is? I just love it. I just love it so much. It looks so pretty, and I'm very excited to read this one too. This is about Emily Wilde, who is basically writing this encyclopedia about fairies. She also meets this guy, Wendell Bemelby. Well, his name's Wendell, or Wendell. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. It just sounds fun. Like, from what I've heard, I could be wrong, but it's like a pretty cozy fantasy, which I have been wanting to get into. I think also Legends and Lattes is a cozy fantasy that I've also been wanting to read. So yeah, let's see. Maybe like this is kind of my introduction to cozy fantasy, which I'm excited about, and we'll see how that goes. Then my third book, which I was super excited about when I saw that they had this, A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faizal. Oh my god. I read We Hunt the Flame and We Free the Stars by Hafsa Faizal, which I made a review on. You can find it on my channel. I loved it, to make it short. And ever since I found out that she like wanted to really was going to release another book, I was like, sign me up, I want it. But I was also on a book buying ban, so that's why I didn't buy it for a while, but now I finally did. This actually takes place in the same world as A Tempest of Tea, and we even get a character who is from the nation of Aravia, which is the nation where We Hunt the Flame takes place in. And this is, I think, pitched as Peaky Blinders meets, what was it again? I don't remember exactly, but it was described, it's marketed in this specific way. For me, that marketing doesn't do that much because I just want to know what the story is about and really care too much for comparisons. I've also seen people compare this to Six of Crows because it's about like there's a heist. I'm going to read the back of the book. Arthi Kashmir is a criminal mastermind and collector of secrets. Her prestigious tea room transforms into an illegal bloodhouse by night, catering to the vampires feared by society. But when the tea room and its secrets come under threats, Arthi must lead a gang of outcasts in a high-stakes heist to the sinister vampire underworld. But even as unexpected romances blossom, Arthi realizes that not everyone in her ragtag crew is on her side, and she soon finds herself in the midst of a conspiracy that will threaten the world as she knows it. I've also seen the author talk about this, like in interviews and stuff. I've tried to find like non-spoilery interviews, and she also brings up how this is also about colonialism, because I think Arthi is inspired, I think she is like inspired by being of Sri Lankan descent. I could be wrong. And you know, Sri Lanka was colonized by the British, and she did quite a lot of research as she was writing this book, as a lot of authors do. I'm always very interested to look into books that, you know, examine colonialism in their own way, because this is still a fantasy book and doesn't take place in our world, but you know, just as Arabia is inspired by ancient Arabia, there are things you can't necessarily ignore, and I think that's also going to be the case with The Tempest of Tea. I'm very excited, and also the cover of this is beautiful. Hafsa Faisal's covers, like, oh my gosh. I also feel like if I end up really enjoying this, Hafsa Faizal might become like an auto-buy author for me, because I love her writing style, and just, I don't know, I just really like it, and I'm very excited to get to all of these books, these three. I will sprinkle them into my TBR. I'm currently reading I Should Be Extremely Happy in Your Company by Brian Hall, which is about the Lewis and Clark expedition in the USA and like America. I forgot what exactly the complete storyline is, but they're going on an expedition. I'm reading that right now, and I'm planning to, after that, probably read All My Rage, because I put a poll on my YouTube and also on my Instagram asking what you guys want me to read next out of these three, and All My Rage seems to be getting the most votes right now, so that's what we're probably going with. And there is a chance I will be reading that very soon, because my current read, I'm very tempted to DNF at times. I'm giving it a chance until a certain point and then see if it's still worth it. Because sometimes I need to warm up the book. I don't want to DNF it immediately, because sometimes giving it a chance is worth it. But I also don't want to put myself through a book that I end up not liking at all. So we'll see. And yeah, this was like pretty short, I think. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you are as excited about these books as I am. I don't really do like huge book hauls, because I mean, I'm a student and I don't work. I don't have that money, first of all, but also secondly, I don't want to buy like, I don't want to be a victim to overconsumption. I don't want to buy too many books. I'm hoping to get through as many as I can before buying new ones. So if you see any more book hauls by me, those will probably be smaller ones. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of these books, if you have read them, or if you also have them on your TBR, if you're excited to read them, if you're interested to read them, anything. And yeah, I will probably post reviews of all of these at some point on my channel, so if you're excited for that, maybe subscribe if you haven't yet. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment if you want to comment. I also have an Instagram account if you want to follow me on there. So yeah, anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. Please take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.